The isekai wave crashes upon anime. These epic tales whisk ordinary folks away to fantastical realms brimming with swords, sorcery, and wonder. Each season overflows with new adventures, but one element remains constant: the rise of powerful mages and spellcasters who bend reality to their will. Prepare to be enchanted. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Imagine getting hit by a truck and waking up as a baby in a fantasy world. That's Rudeus Greyrat's wild story. Determined to make the most of his new life, Rudeus trains hard and becomes a top-notch wizard. What makes Rudeus special? He can cast spells with both hands and without saying a word, firing off multiple spells in seconds. He masters earth, water, fire, and wind magic, giving him a ton of options in battle. While Rudeus is powerful, he sometimes feels a bit generic without a unique magical twist. But his journey from NEET to wizard is one you won't want to miss. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Meet Naofumi Iwatani, your average guy until he's summoned to another world as a cardinal hero. Tasked with protecting the world from monstrous waves, he's armed with the legendary shield, one of the 4 legendary weapons. Naofumi quickly becomes a master potion maker, whipping up magical brews to heal allies and cure diseases. He also learns powerful spells to boost defense and heal friends, making him a lifesaver in tough situations. Plus, the legendary shield grants him even more magical abilities, both defensive and offensive, making Naofumi a versatile and formidable spellcaster. Join us as we dive into Naofumi's epic journey. Log Horizon. Dive into the epic world of Eldertale with Kei Shiragai. Kei's life flips upside down when he's sucked into the MMORPG as Shiro, his half-elf enchanter scribe character. Known as the mastermind behind the debauchery Tea Party, Shiro's strategic genius is legendary. With his enchanter and mana controller builds, Shiro can buff allies' attack power and restore their MP. Plus, his debuff spells like Thornbind Hostage make enemies vulnerable. Shiro's skills can turn even the weakest groups into champions. Join us as we explore Shiro's magical adventures and why he's a top-tier spellcaster. Isekai Cheat Magician. Welcome to the wild world of Taichi Nishimura. When Taichi and his friend Rin Azuma get sucked into another dimension, things get crazy fast. Taichi discovers he's got insane magical powers, dubbing himself a cheat magician. With his newfound abilities, Taichi can tap into elemental magic without even chanting. He can also summon elemental spirits, giving him a whole arsenal of powerful moves. This makes him a force to be reckoned with, leaving most foes in the dust with ease. Join us as we dive into Taichi's epic adventures and see why he's one of the most overpowered characters in Isekai. Saga of Tanya the Evil. Imagine dying and waking up as a little girl in a war-torn world. That's what happens to our atheist salaryman, who gets reincarnated as Tanya Degurachaff by a mysterious being he calls Being X. Being X gives Tanya an ultimatum: survive naturally or face eternal damnation. In this magical world, Tanya quickly masters enhancement spells, making her a formidable force on the battlefield. With the Elenium Type 95, she can unleash devastating explosive spells, making her one of the most dangerous spellcasters in Isekai history. Join us as we dive into Tanya's epic struggle for survival. My Isekai Life. Meet Yuji Sano, a corporate drone who literally worked himself to death. But wait, he gets a second chance in a game-like fantasy world. Aiming for a chill life, he ends up as a monster tamer, the weakest adventurer. With his new slime buddies, he gains magical powers and becomes a sage. Despite his epic strength, Yuji's past life trauma holds him back. But with looming threats, he might have to unleash his true power to save his new home. Join Yuji's hilarious and heartwarming journey from zero to hero. Uncle from Another World. Imagine getting hit by a truck and waking up 17 years later with magical powers. That's Yosuke Shibazaki's wild story. After his coma, he claims he was in another world battling fantastical creatures. His nephew, Takafumi, thinks he's nuts until Yosuke busts out some serious magic tricks. Yosuke's got spells for everything: memory manipulation, projecting memories like a movie, and even transforming into perfect copies of others. While he might not be the strongest mage, he's one of the few who brings his powers back to the real world, making him a fascinating isekai character. Re:Zero. Welcome to the magical world of Re:Zero. Meet Emilia, our enchanting heroine with some seriously cool powers. Emilia's standout skill? Talking to spirits and making contracts with them. She can summon these spirits for epic battles, using everything from offensive magic to healing spells. Later, she levels up and can use magic without spirits, giving her even more combat options. Her main gig? Summoning ice in any shape or form. She can create ice tools, weapons, and even surround enemies with ice particles before turning them into spikes. Emilia is a fascinating and powerful mage you don't want to miss. Overlord. Welcome to the world of Overlord. Meet Momonga, the leader of Ainzoul Gaon, the mightiest guild in the Yggdrasil MMORPG. On the game's shutdown day, he stays logged in until, surprise! He's transported to a new world, trapped in his skeletal lich form, and all NPCs are now sentient. Determined to uncover the mystery, Momonga, now Ainzoul Gaon, explores this new realm. With dark magic powers like summoning and mind-controlling undead, he's a force to be reckoned with. His suppressed emotions make him cold and calculating, adding layers to his fascinating character. Join us as we dive into Ainz's epic journey. Konosuba. Welcome to the world of Konosuba. One of the most beloved isekai series, and a big reason for its popularity, is the explosive Megumin. Debuting in episode 2, Megumin is a proud member of the Crimson Demons tribe, with a hilarious obsession with explosion magic. Despite its power, this magic has a major drawback. She can only use it once before running out of MP. Her love for explosions often causes more chaos than good, much to her friends' dismay. But that's what makes her so charming and fun to watch. Join us as we dive into why Megumin is a fan favorite and an absolute joy in Konosuba. Thanks for joining us on this magical journey through the best magic isekai anime with overpowered main characters. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime content. Let us know in the comments which OPMC is your favorite, or if we missed any of your top picks. Until next time, keep dreaming.